Honored to have Jane Mayer and the New Yorker focus on some of what I've been saying about the attack on democracy in states like Ohio. I want to elaborate on the very end of her story where she talks about my notion that there are two battles in American politics, and we better start seeing it that way if we want to save democracy. So we like to think of it as a single battle, right? Red versus blue. But the truth is the two sides have such a different battle that I think it's much more appropriate and safe to see that it's two battles. One side basically is confident that it represents a majority. Democrats, on anything from Roe v. Wade to common sense gun reform, climate change, a middle-class based economy are right. They do represent a majority. And this side also sees politics as stable, that democracy itself is stable. And so this side basically, its battle in politics is to go win some elections. Election outcomes. If you win those elections saying what you're for, you're in the majority, you get what you want done. And of course this side quickly, because it's efficient, goes for federal offices. And it focuses, especially in federal years, in the swing states that will allow it to win the federal majority that it lets it get things done. And when this side wins all these offices, it celebrates like it just won its battle. Here's the problem. That celebration is premature because the other side is fighting a very different battle. This side, the far right, the ones celebrating Orban, they understand that their viewpoint is a minority viewpoint. They're not under any illusions they represent the majority. They also understand, unfortunately, and they're right about this, that democracy can be subverted. They know that if they ran on a fair playing field, their minority viewpoints would lose like they did in Kansas the other day. So their battle, they don't just quit, their battle is over democracy itself, how to subvert it. And what they figured out, if you read your Constitution, that state houses, and I write this in the book, and Jane Mayer wrote an article, state houses are how you subvert democracy. Through gerrymandering, voter suppression, that's how you can put in place a minority worldview over time. And so their battle is very different. Their battle is all in for state houses. Whenever a state house is up for grabs, in every state they can grab hold of. And when they do that, they lock it in. So over time, if these two people are fighting, and they're in some places, they're in all places locking down democracy, who's going to win? They're going to win. This side has to figure out the deeper battle the other side is fighting and engage it all the way, 50 states all the time. Then we can prevail.